All right. Shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off by saying, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Haloim La, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Kakudash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered abroad, the Hakim and the Akwat that's listening in. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing that this lesson is edifying. It's the brother Shawab One back at you with another lesson. The title of this lesson is going to be called Harlot-Ville. All right. And show you a little clip of how wicked these damn harlots be, man. Especially when these, this is why you can't trust none of these women, especially, when women get bent, women go on vacations, out with their friends, this is why you really can't trust these women, all right, at the end of the day, because all these women have, certain agendas on them, man. They're almost like Esau, got a certain fucking agenda every damn time, and they're so out of order that, it's just impossible to find a woman that's going to do right. All right. But this is going to be a quick little lesson. This is pretty much, let me grab screen. All right. And I'm going to show you a little clip from Instagram. All right. And it's going to show you how these women are, man. All right. Now, that right there, man, just goes to show you how these women really are. All right. The way they really be fantasizing shit. Because these women are such harlots, all right, that they can't get enough of just having one man. A lot of these women, watching too much damn porn. You got Esau that, pretty much puts in in their mind that they running everything. They could do whatever they want. Now, we don't know if that's a Israelite or anything like that, but I could give you, I can be straight honest, speaking as a man, yeah, that's probably is an Israelite, because these heathen women, when they harlots, they try to keep it low at least. Our women just all messed up. They'll do that shit in the open. They don't give a shit. They got no shame in their game. All right. Especially when they get bent, they just do what they got to do. You see? So, seeing that, all right, just brings scriptures to mind. All right. Like I said, this will be quick. Let's start with Ecclesiasticus 25:26. Let's start with 8. It says, a drunken woman and a gathered abroad causeth great anger, and she will not cover her own shame. All right. And that girl definitely got to be all bent out of shape, got to be high or something, for you to get down dirty like that. And a bunch of, all you had was straight dudes around her, man. Straight dudes just all up on her. All right. And that's only a clip. Imagine if they, you can only imagine what they got out of recordings after that. All right. So she probably was drinking. And this is why you don't give women, the chance to go out there and have freedom and go drink and have, a ball with their friends, because these women, they're already emotional creatures. These women, all they need is a couple sips and they're already, bugging out, doing, all types of crazy shit. So once they get drunk, they will not cover their shame, And then when you call them out on something, okay, they become even more they get mad with you. Matter of fact, I think I downloaded another one. Let me see. Yeah, there's another one right here. Give me 1 second. Yep, this brother put it up. Check this one out. So you got this that had to be her man or something, or her man's boy or some shit, and done caught her in action, being a straight harlot. You see? And again, these women, they be getting bent, they don't care, they just do what they want to do. All right. And this is why you don't give women that freedom. All right. As a matter of fact, I think that's the next verse. Give me 1 second. No, that's not the next sentence. I think it's in Salakia, 25. I think it's in 25 and 1 second. Yep, 25. In 25, it says, "Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad." All right, meaning what? Don't give her that freedom, because a wicked woman, when she take freedom, you give her this, she want this. You see, you give her a little bit of freedom, she gonna take that to a whole nother level, a whole nother extreme. And this is why our women can't be trusted, man. So me, speaking as a man, that was probably definitely an Israelite woman. All right, because again, Israelite women they don't what do you call it? They don't be having shame in their game. At least these, we already know these other heathens be harlots too, but they'll try to do their shit in the cut. They'll try as best as they can not to get caught, which is better anyway. You still being wicked and you a harlot too, but it's just something about our women have no shame in their game. Okay. Now let's go to see if I can pull a couple of. This is 19. It says, "All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon us." And this is why a lot of you men end up with a wicked ass woman, because you yourselves are sinners, man. So you being a sinner, you're gonna end up with a wicked woman, right? Let's grab just seen it too. We just passed them. 1 second. It might have been in the other chapter. Oh, no, it is right here. Because I don't know if that was her husband or if it was one of her boys. One of her husband's boys. Regardless, this is Ecclesiasticus 25 and 18. "Her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he heareth it," let me bring it one back. It says, "The wickedness of a woman changes the face and darkeneth the countenance like sackcloth. Her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he heareth it, shall sigh bitterly." All right. And this is why our men constantly, when they got a wicked ass woman, they always nodding their head. They always shaking their head like, damn, you'll literally hear them sigh like, man. Our women are so bad. All right. We're having respect with themselves. The respect for themselves has gone on out the window. Okay. Thing about the women back in the world, back in the days, at least our women had some type of sense of morals and some type of respect still. But the women now, what the hell happened here? The women now, forget about it, man. They got no respect whatsoever. All right, this is 26. This is 26 and 9, and it says, the whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids. Okay, you could tell a woman, these women that love putting on all types of makeup, try to make themselves look extra fly. First of all, that's all witchcraft. All right, you ain't even supposed to be doing that. Why? Because that's not really what you look like. You hide in tits, fake ass. Okay, that's not what you really look like. So that goes back to straight witchcraft, which that also goes back to being heathen customs. All right, Egyptians used to do that, paint their face and put the cat eyes all over their face, the lashes, all that. There's no new thing under the sun. All right. It says, if thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through over much liquor. Okay. This is give me 1 second. The 101 is 20. Yep. A shameless dog. This is 26 and 25 in Ecclesiasticus. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefast will fear the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. And a woman that really fears Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, you're not gonna find them out here doing shit like that, man. Those type of women stay at home, even if they ain't got a man and they single, they stay at home and they do their duties at home. They take care of the kids, But these women, all these women that love going out and having a good time and partying up, all of them is harlots, man. You see? Which most of our women are harlots anyway, because you were only supposed to be with one man. So you being on with another, all right? You being with another man after being with one, you already considered a harlot, man. You went off. Unless your man died or gave you a bill of divorce, you cannot move on. You see? So once you already have multiple partners, you are a harlot, man. And they, even the women that are in this truth, they know that at one point they messed up. But see, they understand that now. So now they're doing right by the Lord, man. And they would, try to be the best woman they could be, being in the flesh. All right. But see, back in the day, you did any of that shit, they chopping heads off, man. And this is why we can't wait till the righteousness is established in the kingdom, because you women going back to that order. All that, you think that you can run things and that you're able to get away with all this and that. You got the law pretty much protecting you. You got Esau protecting you. Gonna be in the kingdom. You going back to what you were made to be, a female servant, a helpmeet. All right, and then you're gonna be cool with all the wives that a brother's gonna have. Ain't gonna be none of that jealousy. Okay, because jealousy, that's one of the things our women have. This is 6. It says, but a grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman, and a scourge of the tongue which communicated with all. You see, you're not supposed to be jealous of other women. Our women be like, I can't get along with women. This is why I got too many guy friends. You shouldn't be jealous. You see? Because a man is supposed to have multiple wives. A man's supposed to have as many wives as he wants. There's nothing wrong with that. See, you women can only stick with one man. And you can't argue it because, hey, at the end of the day, if you want to argue, you got a problem with Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. That's just the way it was set up to be. That was the way the rules were made to be. See, Adam was created first, all right? Then the woman. So the man always comes before the woman. It's just that it's that simple, all right? And there was people before Adam, just so people understand that, okay? When it came to Adam and Eve, it was just they were the first ones to have the understanding to start the lineage, basically, okay? But man was created before the woman. It's as simple as that. So we're always gonna be above the woman. As a matter of fact, it tells you that in Genesis 3. Let me grab that real quick, 3 and 16. It says, unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. You see? So we're made and we're created to rule over woman. The woman is the weaker vessel. All right. This is 1 Peter 3 and 7. And it says, likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife. Yeah, you give honor unto a wife that is doing righteously by you, man. Doing righteously as a submissive unto you, submissive unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushai first. Okay? Yeah, then you give them honor. But if a woman's not doing what she's supposed to be doing, what honor is she going to be given? All right, it says, giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel. You see, you are the weaker vessel. And it says, as being heirs together of the grace of life, for your prayers be not hindered. All right, so no matter what these women tell you, or what Esau tell you in this society, you women is the weaker vessel. You are not above a man. You're not to usurp authority over a man like the scriptures say. Okay, but that's not even the point right now. The point is about how these women are freaking harlots, man. Okay, this right here is fucking unacceptable, man. If you think that was the only two guys that jumped on top of that, you crazy as hell. All right. All types of people jumped off of that. All these horn dogs right here you done got them roused up. You see? Now they all trying to holler. Now, you know, if they got to bring the whole crew, they're going to bring the whole crew. You see? Let's go to, let me see, might be something in Ecclesiasticus 9, I think. You might want from there. Give me 1 second. Yeah, let's bring this out. 8. Because like I said, that other video I showed, man, that was definitely either her man or that was her man's boy and was telling her, he was checking her, man. All right. And our people are so into adultery. Here it is that the Lord done put more women on earth than men. All right. Right now, the probability is more like 11, 15 to 1 when it comes to you know, women for a man. All right. And our men are the type that want another man's wife. Straight adultery, man. Can't find their own wives. They always want to go and try to grab somebody else's woman. All right, this is Ecclesiasticus 9 and 8 says, turn away thine eye from a beautiful woman. Yeah, because beauty is vain, man. All right. Can't get caught up with the beauty of a woman. All right. It says, turn away thine eye from a beautiful woman and look not upon another's beauty. You see, you're not supposed to even be looking at another man's wife. The moment you even do that, the moment you even think about some stupidity in your mind, you thinking of folly, man. That's straight sin. Okay? It says, for many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman, for herewith love is kindled as a fire. See, you've been deceived. All right? It says, sit not at all with another man's wife, nor sit down with her in thine arms, and spend not thy money with her at the wine. Least thine heart incline unto her, and so through thy desire thou fall into destruction. This is why you don't sit with another man's wife, because it'll be matter of time before you commit adultery, man. You sit down with another man's wife, even a friend, whatever, you know. At one point, you're going, you know, especially if you're drinking or anything like that, it's going to be matter of time before you have a conversation. Having a conversation leads to one thing, from one thing to another. All right. And then you end up committing adultery. And the worst thing you could do is commit adultery. That's in Proverbs. A man that committeth adultery lacketh knowledge, KJV. This is Proverbs 6 and 32. And it says, but whoso committeth adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. He that does it destroyeth his own soul. You see? And listen, man, the Lord will destroy you for that. That is a sin worthy of death on both ends. You see? I done seen brothers fall out the truth for committing adultery. Because you destroy your own soul. You lack understanding. The Lord will take your spirit for that, man. Let's go to, as a matter of fact, this is Ecclesiasticus. Ecclesiasticus, where do I want it? 23. All right. It says, start at 18. It says, a man that breaketh wedlock, saying thus in his heart, who seeth me? I am compassed about with darkness. The walls cover me, and nobody seeth me. What need I to fear? The Most High will not remember my sins. All right. And this is being symbolic because we broke wedlock with the Lord. See, we consider as the woman, as the Lord's woman, metaphorically. We broke wedlock with him. All right. And then we was doing it with thinking that the Lord was not going to remember our sins, man. But you forget that at the end of the day, you know, you be judged. And then when you go back to the spirit world and you come back the next life, that's when you get judged for your sins. All right. Tells you that in, let me grab that real quick. This is 2nd Ezra 7:56. It tells you, for while we lived and committed iniquity, we consider not that we should begin to suffer for it after death. You see? So you thinking that you about to get away with it, but the Lord gonna judge you for that. He gonna judge you in that life you living in, and then he gonna judge you in the next life for that, especially if you don't repent from that. All right? So Ecclesiasticus 23, back to, what was it, 18, it says, a man that breaketh wedlock saith thus in his heart, who seeth me? I am compassed about with darkness, the walls cover me, and nobody seeth me. What need I to fear? The Most High will not remember my sins. Such a man only feareth the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men, and considering the most secret parts. The Lord know your secrets, man. You can't hide from the Lord, man. Matter of fact, let me grab that. This is 2nd Ezra 16 and 53. Let not the sinner say that he has not sinned, for Yahweh shall burn coals of fire upon his head, which saith before the Lord in his glory, I have not sinned. Behold, the Lord knoweth all the works of men, their imaginations, their thoughts, and their hearts. Okay? Let me jump down a couple. It says, he searcheth the deep and the treasures thereof. He measured the sea and what it containeth. It says, he shut the, actually, I want it down more. Salakia. That's all juicy too, but I wanted to go down more. Yeah, right here. He made man and put his heart in the midst of the body and gave him breath, life, and understanding. Yeah, and the spirit of the Almighty power, which made all things and searcheth out all hidden things in the secrets of the earth. Surely he knoweth your inventions and what you think in your hearts, even them that sin and would hide their sin. You see, so you're not about to hide from the Lord, man. Therefore has the Lord exactly searched out all your works, and he will put you all to shame. Okay? A lot of people try to say, I'm gonna keep the secret, I'm gonna take it to the grave with me. You ain't taking that shit to the grave. Man, there's angels constantly recording your wickedness. The eyes of the Lord is upon the sinful kingdom. The eyes of the Lord is in every place, all right, beholding the good and the evil. All right, they always watching what's going on. So they're going back and forth to the heavens, recording, letting the Lord know what you're doing, wickedly or if you're doing righteously. You can't hide from the Lord. All right, Ecclesiasticus back to 23. All right, 23, and let me just read it from 18 one more time. A man that breaketh wedlock saith thus in his heart, who seeth me? I am compassed about with darkness. The walls cover me, and nobody seeth me. What need I to fear? The Most High will not remember my sins. Such a man only feareth the eyes of men, and knoweth that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men and considering the most secret parts. He knew all things. He knew all things ere ever they were created, and also after they were perfected, he looked upon them all. It says, this man shall be punished in the streets of the city, and where he suspecteth not, he shall be taken. It says, thus shall it go also with the wife that leaveth her husband. All right, all you women that have men at home, all right, and you out there doing them dirty, you want to leave him, divorce him, all right, for whatever your pleasure is, because all you women is about having fucking pleasure, man. All right, let me grab that. 2 Timothy, she that liveth in pleasure, KJV. That's not what I said, but this is 1 Timothy 5 and 6. But she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. All right, and you women love living in pleasure. You love doing whatever you want. That's that do without will spirit, man. But see, there's consequences for that. So it says, thus shall it go also with the wife that leaveth her husband. All right, and bringeth in an heir by another, meaning you go now you're dealing with another man. Okay, it says, for first she has disobeyed the law of the Most High. Why? Because you're only supposed to be with one man, and you cannot leave that man until what? Until he dies or he gives you a bill of divorce. And a lot of you men, you done lost your balls. Your woman will leave you, cheat on you, do all that shit, and then you take her back. That's sin. That's an abomination. All right, let me grab that real quick. This is Deuteronomy 24. Right? It says, when a man has taken a wife and married her, and it come to pass that she find no favor in his eyes, because he has found some uncleanness in her, then let him write her a bill of divorcement and give it into her hand and send her out of his house. And when she is departed out of his house, she may go and be another man's wife. And if the latter husband hate her, and write her a bill of divorcement and give it to her in her hand and send her out of his house, or if the latter husband dies, see, this is how you know you can only leave unless he gives you a bill of divorce, or if your husband dies, which took her to be his wife, her former husband, which sent her away, may not take her again to be his wife. After that, she is defiled, for that is an abomination before the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, and thou shalt not cause the land to sin, which is the Lord that thy power giveth thee for an inheritance. All right, you see, so you're not supposed to take your woman back. That's some simpleton shit right there. That's some Will Smith shit right there. This is why you got what's her name losing her fucking hair, man. Because she did so much wickedness, which they were both swingers and when they were doing wicked shit. All right. Will Smith, he's a sodomite. Okay. They go both ways, man. But they were straight they were swingers. But then on top of that, she was doing wickedly just on the low. So the Lord smite her head with baldness, man. Instead of well-set hair, what? Baldness. That's what happens to a woman when you're doing wickedly, man, behind your man. So his damn fool done got played, cheated on, used and abused, and then his ass want to still take her back and bow down to her at her presence, basically. Some simple ass niggas, man. So going back to Ecclesiasticus 23:23, for first she has disobeyed the law of the Most High, and secondly she has trespassed against her own husband. And thirdly, she has played the whore in adultery and brought children by another man. Yeah, and a lot of you women do that shit. Leave your husband and then go find another man, and then your ass bring a child with that other man. Man, that's a whole nother level of iniquities. That's just sin upon sin. You see? And then the thing is, these women will claim, all right, that they ain't do nothing. Okay? This is Proverbs 30 and 20. And it says, such is a way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth and saith, I have done no wickedness. Then she just gonna do what she did, clean her mouth, wipe it away, and act like she ain't do nothing wrong. You is bugged out of your mind. All right? These harlots, you cannot trust them, man. This is 26 and 12 in Ecclesiasticus. She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he has found a fountain, and drink of every water near her. By every hedge will she sit down and open her quiver against every arrow. Prime example. That's her opening her quiver to every arrow, man. Metaphorically speaking, if you can't understand it, then you can't understand it. It ain't for you, this truth. But see, this is just a harlot in straight action, man. Harlot-Ville right here. Okay? You might as well have just went all out. You know? Then you're gonna act like that shit ain't gonna be recorded and just be live. Man, this is a society of straight Shalom. This is a society of straight social media. There's nothing that you can do without a phone being pulled out and some type of recording going on, and your ass becoming viral. All right, everything around us is about viral. So yeah, your ass just went viral. So if you had a man, your man just found out. You see? So going back to Ecclesiasticus 23. And what was I? Yeah, 23. For first, she has disobeyed the law of the Most High. And secondly, she has trespassed against her own husband. And thirdly, she has played the whore in adultery and brought children by another man. Okay. Let's go to 22. Where do I want it? Yeah, 4. It says, a wise daughter shall bring an inheritance to her husband, but she that liveth dishonestly is her father's heaviness. She that is bold dishonoreth both her father and her husband, but they both shall despise her. You see, and again, you women have no shame, man. So you dishonoring your husband, all right? And on top of that, your father, man. You see? Let me see what else. Just sad, man, how these women move out here in this society, man. And this is why King Solomon told you, not to trust these women. He pretty for a better way for Jake to get it. Trust not these hoes. Okay, you can't trust none of these flamingos, man. Okay, this is Ecclesiastes 7 and 26. And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands. Whoso pleaseth Yahweh shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. All right. A wicked woman is given to the portion of a wicked man. Behold, this I have found, saith the preacher, which is King Solomon, counting one by one to find out the account, which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not. One man among 1,000 have I found, but a woman among all those have I not found. You see, it's impossible for you to find a true woman, all right, a Proverbs 31 woman that's what? Above rubies, man, which that's an actual, that's a, twofold sentence, because that's also referring to this truth, all right? But it says, who can find a virtuous woman? for her prices fare above rubies. Impossible, man. It's impossible for you to find a woman like that. I'm not saying they ain't out there, but the probability is so low. You talk about 99% of these women done, and that 1% is decent. You see? So it's impossible for you to find a true woman. See, these women, when you read Proverbs 31, these women is, a woman that takes care of her household, a woman that, uses her hands, cooks, cleans, all right, gardens. That those are the ways of a true woman. All right. But again, it's hard to find one like that in this society, because this society is all about have fun, live it up, YOLO. All right. So, you being with that mentality, man, it's just only going to destroy you at the end of the day. All right. Let me go back to 26 in Ecclesiasticus 22. And hardest shall be accounted as spittle. The Lord counts you as spit. But a married woman is a tower against the death to her husband. All right. So you count it as spit to the Lord. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And this is why you men are constantly, all right, constantly fighting with women, and that's the crazy part. Y'all will kill for women. Done went out of your wits for women. All right, let me grab that real quick. 2nd Ezra 4. And Salaki is actually first. First Ezra, I believe. This is 4 and 26. Yeah, many there be that have run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sakes. Many also have perished, have erred and sinned for women. Okay, you done went out of the way for women. And now do you not believe me? Is not the king great? Is not the king great in his power? Do not all regions fear to touch him? All right. But that's why it tells you in Proverbs, never give let me grab that real quick. Proverbs 31 and 3. All right, give not thy strength unto a woman. Give not thy strength unto women, nor the ways to that which destroyeth kings. All right. As a matter of fact, what happened to King Solomon? He would, he ended up sinning because of that. He was destroyed as a king because he sinned because of his women. He had 700 wives and then 300 concubines, but his concubines turned his heart away by worshiping other gods. Got him to commit, straight witchcraft, all that. So those women destroyed a king. This is why you don't give your strength onto a woman, man. All right. But you know what? I was in Ecclesiasticus. I forgot. I think there was some more meat on that. Let me finish here though. This sentence. This is what I wanted. Yeah. This is 24. A dishonest woman contemneth shame, but an honest woman will reverence her husband. All right. So a wicked woman is always just going to be doing shameful shit, man. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, which we already read that, but I'll read it again. This is why you women are called, you already know, B-I-T-C-H. All right. The Lord wasn't playing when he called you as a dog, man. That's why it's spiritual that we call you women that. But she that is shamefast will fear the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay. This is I think it was meeting some 9. Yeah, that's pretty much the point on that. Might as well bring this out. Give not thy soul, Ecclesiasticus 9:2, give not thy soul unto a woman to set her foot upon thy substance. Same thing it was telling you in Proverbs 31. Meet not with an harlot, lest thou fall into her snares. You know, she gets you caught up. Why? Because you pretty much lusting after her. All right? You don't want to lust after a woman like that. All right? But hey, that's pretty much the point. I went more than what I was supposed to. Okay? Again, you know, it's just to show you these women, man, that we're constantly surrounded around. These women are on a whole nother level, a whole nother page. And these women think that they're not going to be destroyed for that. That's why when the time of Jacob's trouble come, that harlot shit you were doing this whole time is going to pay off finally for you. When all these damn devils and all these 2/3 niggas start ravishing your ass, all right, putting you in bad predicaments. You wanted to ride the cock carousel and you wanted to let everybody take a turn with you, okay? You wanted to play that doorknob, then that's what's really going to happen. The Lord going to put you in that mindset, man, for real. But it's not going to be with pleasure. It's not going to be the way you think it's going to be, all right? It's not going to be for your pleasure. It's going to really destroy you. It's going to have you bugged out in your mind. You're going to be crying for help. You're going to be crying for the Lord, and none of that is going to help you. Nobody's going to be there to save you, all right? Because you wanted to be a filthy, abominable ass harlot, man. So, hey, at the end of the day, that's on you. You got to deal with that. You know, our women don't want to listen when we tell them what's going on. They look at us like, you hating, you a lonely man. You know, you a piece of shit. That's how these women look at us, man. We can't tell them nothing. Here it is. They got good men that'll come and tell them some knowledge, and they'll trade in the good knowledge for a piece of shit man and his bullshit knowledge. You see, they don't want a real man. But see, in these last days, they're gonna learn what a real man is. They're gonna beg for a man of the Lord in that day. And that man of the Lord not gonna be there to help you. When the Lord put the spirit on that man to put your ass to the side and let you pretty much, you know, turn into dust. He's gonna let you the Lord gonna let us put you down, man. Okay? He gonna give us the strength to not even deal with you. Which brothers already gonna be in that spirit. You know, they ain't gonna want to deal with no women in that time. The Lord, if it's made for you to have that woman, you know, the Lord's gonna make sure you have that woman. All right. But for the most part, a lot of us gonna remember all these times that we tried to tell you women to do the right thing or to, you know, come deal with a man of the Lord to get your life on track and all that. Y'all gonna remember that moment. We gonna remember that moment when we got played and dissed and we got put to the side like we was nothing. And then when that time comes for you to be saved, we're not gonna save you. We're just gonna let you go out there and die it off. Why? Because that's gonna be your lot. You wanted to not listen? Well, that's what you got to deal with, you know. But hey, that's pretty much the point. So, you know, Lord willing that the lesson was edifying. So with that being said, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Elohim La, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who ruled well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered abroad, the Hakim and the Akwat that was listening in. Yahweh Rat the Zalo willing that the lesson was edifying. To the next one, Shalom, Shalom.